What's going on, you guys? Today we are taking a look at Kamen Rider Gaim Orange Mode. Now, if you didn't know, that the new Kamen Rider series called Kamen Rider Gaim has a fruit theme. I kid you not. What we have here is the Orange Arms set. And yes, one of the other riders has a Banana Arms set. Pick this up over at CS Toys. So, I'm going to open them up and take a look. What comes in the set is everything you see here, plus this little black and white factoid sheet with some of the other riders, and simple instructions. The instructions do fold out into a 4-panel set of instructions. So this is pretty much all you get within this set. Starting off with the detail for Kamen Rider Gaim, this is his base unit before he gets plastered with an arms, which is right here. We have the orange arms. And then we have this helmet, which I'll show you what it does in a second. The orange sword, which I think is pretty cool. Could use a little bit more detailing, though. And the weapon that the Kamen Riders all seem to get is this combination of sword and gun. Kind of ridiculous, in all honesty. I don't know how this is very practical. Gaim itself, in his base form, is pretty actually good looking. I like the look of it. His little driver there, or the lock C driver, does work a little bit, but I'm afraid I'm going to break it if I try to move the knife anymore. Posability of this guy is quite good. Head is on a ball joint. Shoulders on double hinges. Swivel underneath that. 90-degree bend at the elbow. Fists do move, and the hand even closes. Very limited torso articulation other than swivel. Ball joint in the hip. Swivel just above the knee. 90-degree bend at the knee, and a ball joint at the ankle. So you could get some nice poses out of this guy. So let's go ahead and get the arms unit on him. To start off with, we have to take the orange unit and actually open it up and apply the helmet. The helmet pegs into a little peg and a series of pegs here in the back of the orange unit. And then we just fold it back up. And what that's going to do is when we drop the orange unit on, it is going to allow the Kamen Rider's helmet to actually attach like it does in the show. And I'll show you the basic attachment and then we'll go from there. All arms up, Kamen Rider Gaim looks pretty cool, I think, and it's probably one of the most interesting Kamen Rider designs we've had in a couple of years. I mean, fruit-based. An entire series about fruit-based Kamen Riders. Leave it to the Japanese to come up with that one. But in all seriousness, this is a pretty cool little toy. We do have a couple of little options we can do here, but I wanted to show you a close-up of the helmet, because that's really interesting. But the only complaint I have with this figure is the lack of paint apps. Now, I realize that's a little bit odd coming from a fan of Japanese toys. I mean, if this was released in the US, we wouldn't get anything close to this, or as good a quality as this figure. But I wish there was some more paint apps on the orange, just like there is in the show. Oh well, I guess I'll just have to add them myself. Now, if you look in his visor, you will see the fact that he has orange slices inside his visor, or one big orange slice. Whenever he gets a new arms, he gets a different fruit motif on his visor. I think that is a very nice touch on Bandai's part. And just like in the show, you can combine the two weapons together to create the double-bladed lance thing that he uses, and then, you know, while you're fighting, you can shoot them at the same time, because guns and swords work like that. Overall, Orange Arms Gaim is pretty nifty. He's not perfect. He is missing some paint apps that I would like to see, and he is a bit top-heavy, but he's a solid little figure, and he's definitely worth having in your collection, especially if you're a Kamen Rider fan. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video review of Kamen Rider Gaim. I'm hoping to get a hold of more of these things, and I'll catch you next time.